Even a stitch?
What do you want with me?
Nothing.
That does not look like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Hi everyone, welcome in, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emmy. If you're new here, it's so good to have you here. Today we are watching Firefly Season 1, Episode 7, Jaynestown. The last episode was really just something. I mean, what a roller coaster. We thought we were at a fun party, and then it turns out Mal accidentally married a woman, and then it turns out that woman was just trying to swindle them the whole time. And what a wild thing to happen. I mean, besides that, we did have some character progressions, especially with Inara and Mal. I was a little bit confused whether they had feelings for each other before, but now it's definitely evident, even if Mal, that went over his head at the end. I mean, that was really funny, but yeah, what an episode. This episode, I am very nervous, excited for, probably both. It is going to be a Jayne-centered episode, which we all know how I feel about him. So maybe I'm hoping that this will shed some light on him so we can have more empathy for him. But yeah, typically I don't really like Jayne. Like, I don't hate him, but God, I feel like if I knew Jayne in real life, I would just constantly be rolling my eyes at him. That kind of thing. I also think it's interesting that it's called Jaynestown because I immediately think Jonestown, like the Jonestown massacre. I don't know if that's intended, but obviously they try to be a little bit cheeky with some of these episode titles. And we know that in Firefly, literally anything can happen. So wouldn't be surprised if we just stumbled upon a cult somehow. But yeah, besides that, I have no idea what to expect. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. If you aren't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate that. Of course, a thumbs up is appreciated too. Also on my Patreon, I'm 4 weeks ahead, so if you're interested in both early access and full uncut timed reactions, you can check out my link for that in the description below.
I use swear words like anybody else.
No, he doesn't. I don't believe it.
When it's appropriate.
Simon, the whole point of swearing is that it ain't appropriate.
There's a time and place for swearing. I'm not much of a swearer either. I think it's because my mom raised me to think that hate and sucks are swear words. Alright, here we go. Jayne's already up to something.
You're like a trained ape without the training.
Without the training, so just an ape, and with that I agree.
Oh, listen, Mal, I was in Canton a few years back. I might have made me a few enemies thereabouts. So.
Enemies?
Enemies. Now is that who we're gonna be running into? So we are going to someplace from Jayne's history or his past. So maybe we'll learn a little bit more about it.
Clay, really. You'd be surprised how many things it ends up in.
Yeah, clay is very useful.
Come again?
The management here don't take too kindly to sightseers, which is why we're
What is with his outfit? So the dust doesn't get in his eyes?
really white, pasty all over.
All right. Fine. I'll go. Just stop describing me.
I like how Simon says stop describing me, not even just stop insulting me, insinuating that everything he said was true. So it couldn't be an insult.
We have over 2,000 workers, mostly indentured. We pay them next to nothing.
Was that Jayne? Was that what he was doing? Was he an indentured worker?
I'm gonna be needing quite a bit of it.
Oh, he's just wearing all that as a disguise so people don't recognize him.
Yes, we'll wander a bit.
Simon needs acting classes. Good thing Mal saved him there. What? He has an entire statue of him? Oh my god.
Son of a bitch.
What is his story here?
Tell me how come there's a statue of you here looking at me like I owe him something?
I would like to know too.
No, seriously. Jayne, you want to tell me?
Mal, I got no rotten idea.
He's got no idea? For real?
This must be what going mad feels like. I think they captured it.
Me and Simon align on our feelings towards Jayne.
How's about we move away from this eerie-ass piece of work and get on with our increasingly eerie-ass day?
Plain art critic, please.
I cross the magistrate of this company town. Understand?
Then why are you a hero?
I have a feeling it will take all your arts to deal with this particular problem.
All her art? What's going on?
Bible's broken. Contradictions, false logistics.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll have to call it early quantum state phenomenon. Only way to fit 5,000 species of mammal on the same boat.
You know, not everything is literal, River.
You don't fix faith, River. It fixes you.
That's a fair statement. She doesn't like it though. God, she is tearing up his Bible. He needs a new one now.
They call it mother's milk.
Mother's milk. Reminding me of the boys now.
Back on Earth it was. Not so different from the ancestral form of beer they fed the slaves to build their pyramids.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that true?
Wow, Simon, that was so historical.
Yes, very factual.
Shake your head, boy. Your eyes are stuck. Get!
Did he recognize him as Jayne?
The kind where they hacked off his hands and feet with a machete, rolled him into the
Wow.
bog. They pick pretty hard around
Wow.
here.
Yeah, I would probably call that a bite, not a peck.
I advise we all just lay low for a moment.
I bet Jayne's about to get recognized after saying that.
Here's your tomato.
Oh my god, they're literally singing about him.
Robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. Straight up.
That's funny. So they really idolize him.
The hero of Canton, the man they call
That's funny. I would literally be Simon in this situation. Like, ain't no way this is happening.
Yeah, Mel.
You got any light you'd like to shed on this development?
I wonder if that really happened?
This must be what going mad feels like.
Yeah. I'm feeling it too. Wow, they're really singing with some emotion behind it.
That money hit sky.
They go around. That's right. Money from Higgins, like the song says, lifted me one of his hovercraft, but I got tagged by it.
Oh my god. So he didn't intend on sending this message, but to many, it inspired them.
Then I drop it right square in the middle of Mud Farmer Central.
Oh. Yeah, so he didn't intend on it, but he really helped these people out. Oh my god. Okay, that makes more sense. That this is all just misunderstanding. Jayne is not the hero that they think he is. Did the kid rat him out? That's so funny. This is not laying low.
Don't you understand? He's come back! It's Jayne!
Oh my god.
He drinks the best whiskey in the house!
Oh my god. He's like more than a hero to them. He's like a prophet. The way that man was like, he's come back.
This was all part of our new plan.
New plan. I mean, we can certainly use it as a diversion.
Mr. Higgins, this shuttle is a place of union. I'm sure you can appreciate
What
it.
is this?
This is very strange.
Centuries of
My
tradition.
son is 26 years old, and he ain't yet a man.
This is awkward.
Only your son belongs here.
Well,
Now, why don't you go on?
Yeah, please leave. Also, what a strange thing to set up for your child. To me. Of course, he's gonna be into it.
She named her hamster after me. I got a hamster.
Drunk Simon is funny.
Hamsters is nice.
To Jayne.
Hamsters is nice. Hamsters is cute.
You're pretty.
Ooh. Are they finally flirting? Just needed some liquid courage, as they say.
It's time to get out of this nut house. I got some planning to work out.
Mal. Yeah, Mal, you really interrupted something.
Why don't you and Simon hang around and keep an eye on him for me?
Ah, good guy, Mal. That's funny.
Too much hair.
Too much hair.
Is that it?
You've never been bothered by an aura.
Jayne Day celebration in Town Square tomorrow.
Jayne Day celebration? What all is that going to entail?
But you're different from him. The more you accept that, the stronger you'll become.
I wonder if they're even going to do it. Because I feel like she could empower him to not even do it, but just say they did. I don't know. I don't really get what's going on with that. But I feel like it could send a message.
My very own Ryan.
I can't believe you're back.
Please, they have to stop talking to him. His head was big already.
I pray to God losing his cherry.
Okay, stop thinking about it, dude. That's so strange. What is in there?
Evening, Stitch.
What do you want with me?
Nothing.
That does not look like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
You keep me in that box 4 years. You give me a loaded gun.
4 years he was in that.
Jayne Cobb.
Oh
Cost
my
you 4 years of your
god.
life.
They're setting him on Jayne? I don't know. I feel like we could take him. He's been in that box for 4 years. I feel like he probably can't even walk totally okay.
No, I would never. Not with Kaylee.
What do you mean not with me?
Yeah, what do you mean by that, Simon? Just stop talking.
And they call me.
Oh my god. We need to get Jayne away from here. I thought this episode was gonna help me gain empathy for him. Unfortunately, I am wrong.
It's about the time for a civilized person to have his breakfast. That's the sort of thing would be appropriate, don't you think?
You insulted her, and you should think about that.
Excuse me, can I see a menu?
What?
Yeah, a menu? Oh my god, Simon. I am not like Simon in that way. We could say that much.
Different. After.
Okay, so they did do it. It's an interesting, like, side story to be going on then.
Get out here!
What? Oh my god, have some patience.
Your friends are waiting.
Yeah, fans and some other people are gonna be waiting, right?
Let's get it dug up.
That thing is huge. How are they gonna do that?
Dad gave it to the poor, to my father's workers. He's become kind of a folk hero.
That's so funny. What a small world.
I know this man.
I wonder if
He
she
just
thinks...
has this idiotic sense of nobility.
Yeah. I think she thinks it's Mal.
So,
You mean you actually know Jayne?
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 Yeah. That's funny.
Jayne will get back and find out that he's grounded. I sort of hate the idea of his getting...
That's my ship too, by the way.
Yes, that would be bad.
That's funny. Inara's feelings for Mal are funny, now that it's more clear.
Heard tell you run with Jayne Cobb.
No. Stitch found Simon first? That's not good.
Hide yourself. Tell me, boy, I'll cut off every last bit of them good looks.
Simon! Whoa! Did not expect that from him. I think we can hear where he is. What is he gonna say? They want him to do a speech? Exactly. Oh, they think he's kidding. That's endearing.
But you took that end. And you... Well, you took it.
Yeah? And what?
Well, I guess that's something.
Okay. Okay. How is this inspiring them?
Wow. That didn't sound half bad.
I'm shocked my own self.
You took it and that's something? These people are easily impressed.
Heck, we used to work together, he and I.
Oh?
Now why don't you just let old Stitch speak his piece?
Yeah, let's hear it.
He dropped it on the mutters.
That's that you inbred dunghead. He tossed me out first.
Yikes. Stitch is just telling the truth.
You gonna talk me to death, buddy? Is that the plan? This is the plan.
No, that guy took a bullet for Jayne? It's literally the truth as well. That's wild. We can't have that. Hopefully no one else decides to do that because that's not fair. Oh, Do you guys still think he's a hero?
Get up, you stupid piece of...
That guy's dead, Jayne. He can't get up.
The word he said.
Kid, what are you doing? Like, what is happening?
Well, there ain't people like that.
Oh.
There's just people like me.
Yikes. And that was actually a better speech than the one he gave before. Thanks, kid, I guess. But they do need to know the truth, even though that's sad. And I guess that's kind of about what Shep was talking about, just something to believe in that changes you. But it's like this. It's like they literally just shouldn't sit around and hope money is going to fall from the sky again. Good. I'm glad he did that. Because people really just can't be believing that lie. Oh, aren't we grounded? I forgot. Oh, landlocked release. Did Anara fix it?
I sent an override to port control, lifted the landlock on Serenity.
And this is him proving that he's a man to his father.
I guess it worked.
Yeah. He defied you. Isn't that what you wanted?
You couldn't beat him back? Or would that not be appropriate?
He did actually try.
What's so damn important about being proper?
Are they gonna kiss?
We made love last night.
When we what?
They what?
You really are such an easy mark.
Kaylee, you got me. Man, I believed that for a second.
Why the hell did that mother have to go and do that for him, Hal? Jumping in front of that shotgun blast.
He believed in something.
Every man ever got a statue made of him. Was one kind of sumbitch or another.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's about what they need.
Yeah. They need to believe in a hero. Friends, thank you so much for watching Firefly episode 7 with me. That went a completely different direction than I thought it would. I mean, I started this thinking that, oh, maybe like Jayne had like a really, really sad backstory and it'll explain the way that he is now and it'll help me grow empathy for him. And I wouldn't say it helped grow empathy for him, but at least I'm happy that he is able to think about what happened and he came clean with the truth. I mean, from Jayne, I guess that's really the most that I could expect, I suppose. But yeah, it is interesting because it didn't go too far back into the past where it was like something happened to Jayne. Like that was an awful thing to do too. Jayne was Jayne in that story, the Jayne that we know him as. So it's just kind of like, I wonder if we will ever find out if there's a reason that he's the way that he was. Like, I thought, oh, maybe he was one of these indentured workers, and that would kind of explain it. Like, he really wants to put himself first all the time because he didn't have anything before, but that's just not how it went. So I don't know. Very interesting. I guess I'm just happy with the outcome and what Jayne accepted and was able to do. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching with me, and until I see you in the next video, I hope you stay hydrated, stretch your legs, please don't get arrested, and I will see you then. Goodbye.